Hei. Tänään meillä jatkuu Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, eli minä olin ihan täysin unohtanut, että tähän olikin tulossa vielä yksi DLC, ja nyt se on tullut, niin päästään vielä pelaamaan ja nauttimaan uusia seikkailuja. Jee! Ja minä tätä pelasin jo semmosen noin tunti 20 minsaa, ja sitten nauhoituksen perästä huomasin, että minun äänet ei ollut tallentunut. Ja sitten piti pitää hermotauko, ja nyt yritän uudestaan, katon koko ajan, että mikki nauhoittuu. Ja eli tästä on semmonen noin tunti mulle jo tuttua, tiedän vähän mitä pitää tehdä. No niin, eli jäätiin siihen, että ihmeteltiin taiteilija, niin voi jo sipsiä täältä. Bojes. Eikö se olikin auki se ovi? Helvetti. No niin. Pitää ottaa aamuun nimittäin tässä. Huomasin, kun menin tekemään sitä tehtävää, tai siis sitä DLCtä, niin siinä tosiaan ei saa sitten ottaa tai olla armori päällä. Ja sitten kun minulla on noi harniskapykset, mihin kuuluu kanssa noi kengät, niin sitten jos mä otan ne pois, niin mulla ei ole kenkiä. Ja sitten minulla se tyyppi ulisi, että et sinä voi lähteä noin vähissä vaatteissa, niin mun pitää nyt käydä ostaa itselleni kengät. Muistankohan mä, missä se kenkäkauppias oli, niin ulo. Tuolla yksi. Sain nuo kameraongelmat suurimmaksi osaksi setvittyä. Niin nyt on sitten tietysti alkanut mikki ongelmat. Ei, se ei vielä auki. Ikinä ei mekkämme kohtuudella. No. Annaltako täällä aukeaa kaupat? Mennään päivänvaloa hukkaan. Miksi mukaan ollut? Mä kokeilen mennä tänne sitten. Mä oon auki.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Grüß dich. Wie kann ich dir...
Oleva
Otetaan kloveesitkin. Entäpäs hienot kengät.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Sitten. Muutaman huuli voidaan jättää. Kaftaani saa varmaan olla päällä. Onpas minä tyylikäs. Viimeksi mä ostin myös rumaa hatun, mutta siitä rumaa hattu rupesi ärsyttämään minua heti. No niin, minäkäs mun pitää mennä? Ja se on nyt tuolla.
The Lord be with you.
Se niinku täällä sisällä vai onko se seuraavalla? Ei se on tämän takana.
I'm sorry.
Siinä.
Henry, how are you doing?
You know how it goes. It could always be worse.
Joo.
The war might be over, but the stench of it doesn't fade so easily. And more to the point, how are you, sir? I'm sorry you had to abandon your fortress.
It breaks my heart too. To think I wanted to get out of here not long ago. Foolishness. But that's behind us now. Life goes on.
Anyway, sir, I don't mean to be rude, but I doubt you just want to ask how I'm doing.
No. You're right. Let me get to the point. I need help with something, but I have no one to ask. Even though I know you have a lot on your plate.
I'd be happy to
näin.
offer my services. What's it about?
An old friend of mine reached out to me, Albik of Unichov. Does the name ring a bell?
Oliko se, joo, siis tämä, joka triittasi sitä Arne siellä, kun me oltiin siellä turnajassa.
I know he's a healer. When one of the knights got wounded during the tournament in Kuttenberg, he really took good care of him.
Physician would be the more accurate term. But even that barely does him justice. He's one of the greatest scholars of our age, and also King Wenceslas' personal physician. It's whispered at court that the king has fallen seriously ill while imprisoned in Vienna.
Sigismund focuses on plundering his kingdom, and Wenceslas's health hardly seems to concern him, does it?
Maybe.
Damn. That does sound serious.
When Master Albik heard about it, he decided to act.
He wants to go all the way to Vienna to see the king.
No, for now he's heading to Sedlitz. Abbot Jan holds considerable influence at Sigismund's court. Albik wants to visit him and ask for his intercession.
Kuulostaa hyvälle idealle ainakin niin kuin siltä kannalta, että jos sillä on niin kuin Sigismundin korva, niin saisiko se sitten niin kuin tavallaan luvan sitten, että menisi sinne hoitamaan sitä
Can't just show
Wenceslavia.
up in Vienna and knock on the door.
Niin.
A mediator is needed. Only I don't know if Albik chose the right man. The abbot is a politically shrewd figure and might well use Albik's visit to his own advantage.
Mitäkö me tarvitaan nyt minusta sitten?
How does all this concern me?
As I said, it's a matter of security. God forgive me, our king's health is of course above all. But right now, I'm more worried about Albik. It took some effort, but I convinced him to wait, at least until I find him a reliable escort. And believe me, it wasn't easy. That mule's got a scholar's head, but it's a stubborn one.
Se kertoo sitten jostain, tai no, ikaa, että tuo, että miksi minä?
What's that got to do with you?
Albik and I go way back. He's been living over the Alps for a few years, studying at the university in Padua. As soon as I heard about Wenceslas, I asked him to come back. It's a serious matter, and when it comes to the king's health, he's the best there is. But I didn't expect him to act so rashly.
Can you tell me more about the abbot? Sorry, but it sounds like you're afraid of him. I met him once too, but I didn't get a bad impression.
You know Abbot Jan?
Not quite. We had dealings once. Something with bones.
Ne oli ne lohikäärmeen
But never
minun
mind
mielestä.
that. Go on.
Look, Henry, every high-ranking cleric's a politician in his own way. What worries me about Abbot Jan is what he ascribes his authority to. Others claim their vocation is divine will. He sees it somewhat the other way round.
I don't really get it.
It's only natural for an abbot or a bishop to question the morality of his acts. One must act, even if it means confession and penance later. Abbot Jan, though, seems to think that his every move and scheme is divine will itself, and that could be dangerous.
So, if I've got this straight, you want me to escort Wenceslas's court physician to the Sedletzin monastery, where they don't usually let anyone in, and the abbot is as thick as thieves with Sigismund, so Albik, who was dead set on going himself, can try to get access to the imprisoned Wenceslas.
No, actually, yes. That's
Niin.
exactly it.
Selvä.
All right, I'll go with Albik. Last time I was at the monastery, it was quite an experience.
Experience?
That's a long story. So what do you want me to do?
Stop by Albik's place, will you? He lives across the street with the quack. and give him this letter so he knows I'm sending you in person.
Tarmark, apothecary. All right, I'll go find him.
Good luck. I'll be in your debt.
Toivottavasti tästä maksetaan hyvin.
Where's on the market?
Letter of introduction. No.
Come and take a look.
Dear Albrick. Dear Albrick, I've write to you in good faith. As for our dispute, I still hold that it is not a good idea for you to travel to the monastery alone. The roads in the region are not safe for those loyal to the rightful king. Consider everything well, as I have always trusted your judgment, but I ask you to weigh the pros and cons. Trust me as well, and allow the man delivering this letter to accompany you, your close friend Breder of
A
Pijek.
fine day.
Vai Pisek?
Some fine wares.
Kuitenkin. Tuolla. Pääseekö se nyt tästä? Hei.
Grüß dich. Wie kann ich dir helfen?
I'm looking for Master Albic. I heard he lives here.
He's got a room upstairs, but he's not here right now. Want me to give him a message?
I need to deliver an important letter to him. Do you know where he went, or when he'll be back?
The neighbor woman sent for him. Their maid's sick. So I expect he's over there.
Master Albic himself treats a
No
common
miksi
maid.
ei
He doesn't
triittaisi?
care about background. He treats everyone the same.
Where do those neighbours live? And what sort of people are they?
Just ordinary townsfolk. They live 2 doors down towards the square.
Thanks.
Gott
Kiitos.
sei mit dir.
Hei mut. Mä en mitään herringejä halua, mä haluan täällä rahaa. En tiedä, että minulla on noin hienot sormukset kädessä näiden hanskojen kanssa. Huhhuh. Otetaan vähän pocket baconia. Onkohan tää se huone? Mä en siis viimeksi, kun mä pelasin tätä, mä en käynyt tutkimaan tätä, niin mä toivottelin, että mä haluan nyt käydä, että jos täältä löytää jotain. Ei kun helvetti. Tai se just yhden asian. No rahat minä voi ottaa. Niin viimeksi kun lähdettiin sit sinne luostariin, niin spoilerikin menemme luostariin. Niin en saanut viedä noita varastotyökamoja mukana.
Come on, out with you! You don't want to piss me off!
This should be the house
Trust
Albic
me on
went
that.
to. But what's going on at the door?
Albic! Albic, come out! I'm not waiting here till doomsday.
Menemme taka-ovesta. Etuovi on varattu.
I ought to be doing that.
You just lie back and rest.
Hei.
Master Albic? Shh! I was sent by...
I don't know how you got in, but be quiet now. Take a deep breath. All right. Your breathing is improving.
It still hurts in the chest, sir. Like a horse sat on me.
A nettle compress will get your blood flowing. It'll ease off. Ribs aren't broken and the lungs sound clean. I have a potion made for you.
Take it every morning and night, and stay in bed for a few more days.
But, sir, who'll see to the house? Who'll cook? My mistress won't allow.
I'll speak with her. What you need is rest. Thanks for waiting. I don't like being disturbed when treating patients.
Minäkin olen vähän niin kuin lääkäri.
So, what can I do for you? Are you feeling unwell?
Me? No. Lord Pisek sent me to see you.
I think I know what this is about.
Sir Peter of Pisek gave me this letter for you, sir.
Really? Let's have a look.
Here it is. My name's Henry, and Lord Pisek says I should escort you to the monastery in Sedletzin.
Yes. Peter and I had a bit of a disagreement about this matter last time. Look, Henry, I appreciate your offer, but I don't think I require your services. Either way, you delivered the letter, and I am sure Lord Pisek will reward you for that.
Mutta
I heard you intend to ask at the monastery to help you get access to King Wenceslas. Is that true?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm worried about his health, and I hope Abbot Jan might intercede on my behalf.
You think Sigismund would listen to the abbot?
It's a chance, and my conscience won't let me waste it.
Are you seriously not afraid to go to the monastery alone? You do know Sigismund has taken up there, don't you?
Sigismund? He's gone already.
It may not be only him. Don't forget his influence. You can never be sure who to trust.
I don't believe Sigismund would do anything to me. He has no reason to. And he doesn't act rashly. In a way, he actually owes me. Still, I wouldn't want to count on that.
You really expect me to just walk away?
Well, if you feel that... What the hell is that racket?
Hey! Albec!
Christ, give me strength. Another bunch of impatient wretches.
siellä yritetään jonojen ohi.
Perhaps this time I finally had a proper word with them.
Get out here, you piss fart!
Well, they don't look much like the debating sort.
That's unfortunately true. On the other hand, it was fortunate Lord Pisek, despite my objections, sent me a personal guard, right?
You mean me?
Who else? Come on, in the worst case, I'll just see what you're made of.
So, you finally decided to come out. About time. I won't be kept waiting in the street like some mangy mutt.
I've told you several times already.
Näistä
I'm
hoitoa
busy.
saada.
Because you're wasting time on some wench instead of helping someone who actually matters.
No person is more important than any other.
Ha! For your own good, I'll pretend I didn't hear that nonsense.
Have you lost your mind? You do realise you're threatening the royal physician? All it takes is one word and you're off to the scaffold.
What?
You mean the king?
Who else? The Kingfisher?
Bloody hell. Corva, fuck!
Look, it's not that big a deal, right? We'll be on our way. Sorry to bother you, Master Albec.
It's all right. God be with you.
And with you. Forever and ever.
Kylläpä vaihtuu äänikellossa.
Well, that's that.
I must say, you surprise me, Henry. And pleasantly so. Perhaps your company might come in handy at the monastery after all. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Kyllä. Don't bring any stolen goods with you.
Well, I've still got a few things to take care of. But I'll be back soon.
All right.
Teen vain pikaisen tämmöisen katsauksen, että mulla ei ole mitään varastettua nyt. En siis tiedä, miten siellä... Ai niin, mun peikkonit. En siis tiedä, miten näiden kanssa käy. Jos niitä on, mutta en halua riskeerata nyt niiden kanssa mitään. Taitaa olla kaikki hyvin.
I'm ready.
Excellent.
There's nothing keeping me here. Let's go now.
I'll just grab a few essentials. All right then. I think we can go. I've got everything I need. And you?
I'm ready too. Let's go.
Off we go.
Eikö olisi pitänyt varmaan katsoa noita kysymyksiä, että mitä siellä sulla on? Käyn vähän hittaalla. On ollut kipeänä tässä. Kuten aina. Jännä, että Jousi ja nuoret saa olla Miikkaa, ei. Ei mulla enää mennä mintäkään.
Father Abbot.
Albert, my friend. Christ be praised.
Tää nätti peli.
Master Albert, welcome. I admit I didn't expect we'd meet again so soon.
But at the Italian court, I told you I needed to speak to His Majesty.
I know, of course. But after what happened, and now with what's going on here, nonetheless, King Sigismund has already returned to Hungary.
My friend, we both know your influence reaches well beyond the monastery walls.
And so does yours. In any case, you can gain access to Sigismund's court on your own. We both know how. That matter still hasn't been settled, Albrecht. The king cares about it.
Actually, forgive me. These are grave matters concerning His Royal Majesty. Can we speak privately somewhere?
I'd like that, but I'm afraid things are rather complicated right now.
Well, what's going on, my friend? You seem a little uneasy.
I am. There are 3 seriously ill patients in the infirmary, gravely ill, and I fear the worst.
The Black Death?
Sadly, we can't rule it out. And I say that as someone who's lived through one outbreak already and survived.
Where would it have come from? The monastery is isolated. Few are allowed inside the cloisters.
Before King Sigismund decided to stay here, we took in many folk fleeing his army. We gave those poor souls food, shelter. Some of them washed in clean water for the first time in weeks.
And in poverty, hunger, and filth, all sorts of illnesses thrive.
On top of that, there's construction going on inside the church. There are all sorts of craftsmen and laborers in the monastic courtyard.
And who are these 3 patients?
2 are members of the monastery, Confessor Stephen and Brother Yaroslav, who works in the scriptorium, and one of the maid servants.
That doesn't make any sense. How could all 3 of them get infected?
When the plague strikes full force, it's swift.
That's not what I meant. You said yourself one of the sick is a maid. And as far as I know, women aren't allowed in the cloister.
True. So how could she have caught it along with 2 monks?
That, alas, I don't know.
Well, does it look like the plague?
You think I'd be alarmed over nothing?
No.
Forgive me, Father. What are we going to do, Albic?
We'll go and see to the sick, of course. Then there'll be no reason we can't speak to the abbot in private about our matter.
But what if we catch it?
My mission is to help those in need. And that risk is part of it. You're free to walk away, of course.
En lähe.
Lord Pisek assigned me to guard you.
I believe he had other kinds of danger in mind.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Thank you, Albic, for volunteering. I wouldn't have dared ask it of you.
No need to thank me. I'm a physician. And there are people here in need of help. Not only those in the infirmary. If we can rule out plague, that may put your mind at ease too.
That's what I'm praying for. And of course, I'm open to discussing that matter of ours later on. I'll have a room prepared for you right in the infirmary. Brother Benedict, one of our novices, is there, and will tell you all you need to know.
Thank you. But I'd like to ask one small favor. I've been here many times before, but Henry's here for the first time. Would one of the brothers be able to show him the monastery? I'd rather he not get lost like I did all those years ago.
Of course. If you'd like, Henry, just ask Brother Petramil. I just spoke with him before you arrived. He'll show you around and gladly answer any questions.
Thank you, Father.
Very well. We've talked long enough. Let's get to work. Will you come with me to the infirmary, Henry?
Do you mind if we meet there instead?
You're leaving me to wander about? Aren't you supposed to be my guardian?
No kun
I am,
Petramil on tässä lähellä.
But you'd like to have a look around the monastery, wouldn't you? Then go on. We'll meet in the infirmary.
Kiitos.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad so far.
Kukia. Nämä olet minun.
Brother Petramil?
Hey.
Yes, and you are?
Henry.
My name's Henry. I'm accompanying Albic of Unichov. The abbot said you'd show me around the monastery.
Of course. The monastery grounds are extensive, and I'm glad you're open to advice on getting around. Would you like to go now?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Our monastery was the first Cistercian monastery in Bohemia, and is thus the mother of all our order's monasteries in these lands.
On jumissa ovessa. Odota, Petramil jäi jumiin oveen.
This is the gate to the monastery. Within the monastery grounds, you'll find the workers' dwellings, farm buildings, and fish ponds. And on the far side of the monastery, we've got an orchard and gardens.
I saw quite a few knights here. Do they live here?
Those are brothers of the Teutonic Order. The abbot offered them lodging while they're gathering resources in Kuttenberg for their next campaign.
How long are they supposed to stay?
No one knows. But it doesn't look like they're in any great hurry. This is the kitchen. From here, Salarius Julian oversees the state of the monastery stores and the meals for the brothers.
Good to know where to come if I get hungry.
Yes. But please, try not to speak with the other brothers too much.
Why not? Have they taken a vow of silence?
The rule of Saint Benedict encourages the cultivation of silence. The brothers shouldn't be chatting idly, but rather turning their minds to work and to God.
What if I need something?
In case of need, of course, you may speak to them. But for ordinary tasks and objects, we've developed our own gestures. You don't need to learn them, though. As a guest, you won't need access to such things. Let's continue the tour. Please, follow me.
Entä jos I feel quite hungry ja täällä lukee vaan, että steal? Mitä minä sitten teen? Siellä oli joku Examinate Fountain, menin nyt ohi siitä.
My humble respects. A world with peace and justice. Amen.
This is our monastery library and scriptorium. Brother Crispin, our librarian, does a splendid job. Our collection may not be the largest, but it's exceptionally colorful.
What's your scriptorium working on?
Brother Yaroslav is working day and night translating some Italian book. He's the most gifted translator I've ever met. But every gift comes with its dark side.
What do you mean?
Well, he's a bit of a
Sitä ei sallita.
And how does that show?
He asks senior brothers about matters a devout brother ought not to ponder, and such things have no place in our monastery.
Can I borrow any books here?
Yes, but please try not to take them out of the library. We already have trouble with brothers not returning them. I think I myself might have a forgotten volume
You're
or two
always
in
welcome
my cell.
here, noble sir.
Can I help with that?
That's up to Brother Crispin. But it's true he's overburdened and sorely short of time. Try asking him.
All right, I'll check with him. If Albic doesn't need me urgently.
That would be kind of you. So, let's move on.
Eikä minä olisi voinut käydä kysymässä nyt.
Some of His Highness' men look truly fierce. I've heard all sorts of ugly rumors about them.
Yeah, what kind of rumors?
Well, I hear they burnt down several villages, pillaged them, and other savageries.
This is the chapter hall. Here, Abbot Jan receives important visitors and pilgrims.
You mean like when Sigismund came?
Of course. That was the most important visit, and duty of recent years.
And what was his visit like?
We barely noticed His Majesty. He had his own wing for himself and his retinue. We're now returning it to a more appropriate state for the monastery's needs. Until then, it remains closed.
Have you had any other such visitors recently?
When Sigismund left, his court physician, Master Zacharias, remained.
And what does he do here?
He's assisting Brother Benedict in the infirmary, and also teaching him new things. So, why exactly has your master come?
That's not for me to reveal. And anyway, aren't monks supposed to keep out of worldly affairs?
That's hard to do when the abbot invites the world through our gates. Let's continue the tour. Please, follow me.
Jotenkin voisin kuvitella, että yhtään uteliaammalla mielellä niin kuin semmoinen
Next, we'll visit the beating heart of our monastery.
niin kuin tämmöinen luostarielämä, että
Ignore the ongoing work.
että oot semmoisessa yhdessä paikassa koko ajan, niin se voi tarkoittaa vaan sitä, että niin kuin sitten kaikki nuo ulkomaailman uutiset on kunnon semmoinen, että juoruja. Antakaa meillä on juoruja, vaikka toki niin ei saisi ehkä tehdä. Sitä Jeesusta jaksa aina miettiä.
Welcome to the Church of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. It's the pride of our monastery and the dominant landmark of the region.
What's with the hole in the floor?
Yes. That's one of the hazards of ongoing repairs. But that's not something a guest need concern himself with.
I don't mind. Tell me.
There's not much to tell. During repairs, the floor collapsed into the cellar spaces, and we're working on fixing it.
Oh, come on. There's got to be more to it. A cellar under the church? Storing onions on sacred ground?
Not onions, but bodies. Beneath the church is a crypt where abbots and other esteemed benefactors of the monastery are laid to rest.
I see why you wouldn't want to spread that around. It doesn't look like a good omen.
It certainly doesn't. Perhaps we should leave the laborers to their work and move along.
Let's move on.
Mietin tässä, että eikö tämä kirkon niin kun alle hautaaminen niin on todella yleistä ollut. Mitä ei enää olla, mutta aikoinaan mitä ainakin niissä niin kun, missäkin niin kun isoissa kirkoissa, mitä itse on käynyt niin kun Euroopan alueella, niin niissä on kaikissa siellä jotain siellä kirkon alla.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greeting.
Did you notice the cemetery by the monastery when you arrived?
No. I was more focused on Albic.
I see. Then let me inform you. Over 10,000 bodies are buried here, and some were brought from over 100 miles away.
Why here of all places?
Over a century ago, Abbot Heidenreich went on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land and brought back soil from Christ's tomb. Since then, people have come here in great numbers. After the plague and the wars of recent years, their numbers have only grown. We recently built the ossuary to have a place to lay the dead. These cells are reserved for brothers who hold an official position in the monastery.
And which cell is yours?
If you come through the garden gate, it's the first cell on the right. But I spend most of the day making rounds around the monastery, or assisting the abbot, who has his office above us.
Where does that gate lead?
To the garden surrounding the monastery. If you ever crave solitude and natural beauty within the monastery walls, do not hesitate to visit.
Why are they here specifically?
The abbot's study is upstairs, so we can be close at hand.
Should we move on?
Please, this way. Next, I'll show you the abbot's chapel.
Won't the abbot mind?
Apparently not. The Right Reverend instructed me to give you as thorough a tour of the monastery as possible, including the chapel. He said ignorance mustn't hinder your ability to assist your master.
No sanotaan, että viimeksi kun jo pelasin tätä kohtaa, niin eksyi kyllä aika huolella. Eli
We thank you're always welcome.
kiitos yrityksestä, mutta se ei ottanut. Ihan liian niin
The last
sokkeloin.
part of our tour. This chapel is where the abbot himself prays. The painting above the altar shows Archangel Michael weighing souls on a scale. We see sinners cast to hellish beasts and pious souls rising to the gates of heaven.
But if I buy indulgences, I can avoid hell, right?
For lesser sins, yes. Remember, indulgences only lighten your soul and shorten your time in purgatory. But no matter how much you give to the church, indulgences won't save you from mortal sin. I'll now take you to Master Albic in the infirmary. Please follow me. To the right is the gate to the monastery wing used during King Sigismund's stay. We're still cleaning up after such noble company, so it's currently inaccessible.
En minä sotkusta välittäisi. Minä voisin käydä katsomassa, onko siellä jäänyt jotain aarteita.
And here's the infirmary, where you'll find Master Albic. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Are there any other interesting places you haven't shown me?
What exactly are you helping Master Albic with?
I make sure nothing happens to Albic.
Then you'd likely get along with the Order Knights. They're camped on the far side of the monastery.
Okay.
Master Ludolf even allows them to train with weapons here. Perhaps they take you in.
Turnajaiset.
Are there places I'm not allowed?
Aside from the wing once occupied by King Sigismund, you're free to move about the entire monastery. But please, speak with the brothers only when necessary.
I'd say I know everything I need. I'll go and check what Master Albic needs.
Good luck. And God be with you.
Kiitos.
With you.
What's troubling you?
Nothing. I'm here accompanying Master Albic, and the abbot sent me to you.
Ah, I see. So you're Albic's assistant?
Yes, I suppose you could say that. My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Benedict the Novice, but I reckon the
Mä en
abbot
saanut
already
jutella
told you
näille,
that.
mutta...
Yes. He said you would show us to our lodging, as well as the infirmary.
Your room is at the other end of the infirmary. It'll be the door on the left. There's an alchemy workshop in the other room. Master Albic should find everything he needs there. Though if he needs any fresh herbs, there's also the monastery's garden. Brother Joachim, our herbalist, would be more than happy to help him.
Good to know. Thank you. Will you tell me more about yourself?
I can try. What would you like to know?
How did you get to the monastery?
Well, I walked. Or do you mean why I entered the abbey?
Aye. I'm more interested in that.
Very well. My parents are long dead, but I have 3 older brothers as well as 2 sisters. That is, I had 3, but one of them didn't live to see her first birthday. Nonetheless, I was born 6th. You see, I'm not a fighter, so I didn't join the army, and after paying for my sister's weddings, I couldn't afford to go to university.
So you had no choice?
Something like that. But I'm happy to be here. In just under 2 years, I've learnt many things. Perhaps the Lord will provide, and one day I'll be in charge of the entire hospital.
What did you do before you joined the abbey?
When my parents were still alive, I cared for them. And when they died, I started my postulancy.
Mikähän postulansy?
Why did you have to care for them? You have a lot of siblings.
My sisters got married, my brothers left to search for work, and we never saw them again. My parents had nobody else left.
It was kind of you to take on that responsibility.
I didn't think of it as a responsibility. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
So you were with your parents until they...
Until they died. It was really challenging for me. But I feel it helped me discover my calling.
Caring for the sick, you mean?
Yes.
How's life in the abbey?
You're expecting me to complain, aren't you? I'm perfectly happy with a routine life. You eat from the same bowls at the same table every morning. Prayer is at the same time every day. And I fall asleep in the same bed every night. What more could you want?
Why do you work at the infirmary, of all places?
It's my divine calling.
What do you mean, divine calling?
The Lord chose me to become a healer, but he allowed me to learn through life and discover things for myself.
What, your divine calling is washing the sick, feeding them,
Ei se
emptying
joillakin
their
on, Henry.
bedpans?
Not just that, I mix potions, change the bedding, keep inventory of what's been used each day and what's needed for the next. And when I have some free time, I search the scriptorium for books on alchemy. There's a bunch of old tomes there full of long-forgotten recipes. I'm boring you, aren't I?
Et
Forgive me.
How did you discover you were supposed to become a healer?
I came to realize diseases don't cause me fear or aversion. Or compassion, for that matter.
But isn't that natural? When you see someone suffering, you shouldn't just be completely indifferent.
Imagine you have a stoneworker with a crushed foot come in, bones poking out and bleeding like a stuck pig.
Silloin ei saa
Is it
hätäillä.
better to comfort him, or to decide in time that he'll probably lose the foot anyway, tourniquet the wound, and go and get a saw?
It sounds like you're in the right place then.
I'm glad you think so. And between us, so do I.
If I ever need my wounds treated, can I come to you?
Of course. It's my job after all.
Missä mä
I'm here most
satuttaisin
days, so
itseni
you
täällä?
know where to
Voi
find
ei.
me.
I think I need some treating.
Is that so? You don't seem to be suffering too much. Forgive me, I have much to do.
Minulla on viinan nälkä. Se tänne.
It's your bloody fault anyway. Oh, I struck you first, and that should have ended the duel, but no, you just had to. Young man, could we borrow you for a moment?
What's going on here?
It's about Slavek not knowing when to stop.
Shut it, Yeshek. And you, young lord, what's your name?
I'm Henry, and I'm no lord.
All right then, Henry. Do you think you could settle this for us?
We were having a training duel. Servant Brother Carl makes sure we don't grow idle here. Well, Slavek thinks he struck me first. I say it was the other way round.
You're looking pretty battered for a training duel.
Yeah, once we get going, it's no laughing matter. We've both got a bit of a temper.
Either way, the fight should have ended the moment I hit you. If it had been a sharp blade, you'd be dead.
Bullocks.
How did it happen from your point of view, Yashek?
We were having a training duel, but it wouldn't be Slavek if he didn't run his gob the whole time. I didn't give a toss until he started insulting my ma. I won't have anyone doing that in front of me.
That's serious. What did he say?
That she squints, and I've got it from her. I warned him to shut his gob or he's done for. I gave him a jab in the shoulder, well-placed and educational, to end the fight then and there. But he got all riled up and came back at me.
That's a load of crap. He pounced at me out of nowhere. I was only defending myself.
I still want to hear what Slavek has to say.
Now that's more like it. We just wanted to warm up a bit. Attack, block, but Yeshek completely lost it. Left lower cut, lunge at the knee, then straight for the ribs from the right. All at full force, like he was trying to kill me. So I shout, "Ease up, have you lost your fucking mind?" And the idiot goes even harder. So I smacked him one. What else was I supposed to do?
Where exactly did you hit him?
Where do you think? Right on the skull. I blacked out for a moment, but then I just saw red.
Yeah, he looked like he'd completely snapped. He swung and... Ow! Bloody hell! He struck down at me with a full swing straight to the collarbone.
Oh, come off it. You're making half of that up.
This bickering of yours is tiring. I'll tell you what I think, but then you'll both shut up. All right?
Please type.
Doesn't matter who struck first. It was a training fight.
Oh, it hurt like a real one.
Yeah, I'll have a scar across half my head because of it.
If either of you knew a master strike, you might have come off a bit better. Or at least one of you would have.
Master strike?
Your armed brethren probably call it a Meisterhowl. You deflect an attack and strike your opponent in one move.
Oh, don't give us that. Nothing beats a good solid smack in the teeth.
My thoughts exactly. We could still have a bout though, eh, Yeshek? Once they let us out.
I'm still pissed at you over the last one.
Oh, come on. I didn't mean that stuff about your ma. I've never even seen her. And anyway, I'm glad I ended up in the infirmary with you. What more do we need?
Yeah, no Ludolf breathing down our necks day in, day out.
Who's Ludolf?
Our commander. Tough, strict, but fair.
He's the only real knight among us, really. Came from Marienburg. That's a castle belonging to the Order. It's supposed to be massive.
I'd love to see it one day. I haven't set foot outside Bohemia in my whole life.
Don't worry. You'll see it when we march out of here. But till then, we're stuck here for a while.
Well, I wish you both a swift recovery. I'll be off now.
Thanks. By the way, if you run into Brother Carl, tell him not to take it to heart. We brought it on ourselves. He's a good man. And if you wanted, I'm sure he'd let you train with us at the camp. Just tell him you know us.
But watch yourself, so you don't end up like the two of us. I don't think Carl could take that.
I'll keep that in mind.
And Henry, before you go, I have one more favor to ask. When they were carrying me here, I dropped my purse somewhere along the way. A nice one, made of leather. Could you look for it? It had all my coin in it, but I can barely stand, let alone go searching.
Do you at least know where you lost it?
They dragged me along the path by the ponds. At one point, I got snagged on some bush, so they were yanking me back and forth, and I reckon that's when the purse got shaken loose. It was near that stone well in front of the main entrance to the church.
All right, I'll have a look. Maybe no one's picked it up yet.
Thanks. I'd be grateful. It's your bloody fault anyway. Oh, I struck you first, and that should have ended
En
the
käynyt
duel.
viimeksi juttelemaan näin, tää oli uutta mullekin.
Had to have the last blow, didn't you?
I hit you first. Just by a hand, but it still counts.
So, this is the confessor. What do you make of it, Henry?
He looks worn out. Doesn't even notice us. Whatever is wrong with him, it's clearly taken a toll.
Exactly. At his age, any illness hits far harder than it would a young and healthy man. Well, the good news, I suppose, is that he's not in agony. Pain's part of life, but no one deserves to suffer too much. Compassion, Henry, whether for the suffering or even the enemy, is part of every good physician's character. Unfortunately, not every physician is a good one.
Albek? How big have you each off?
Zacharias? What are you doing here?
Wherever His Majesty goes, I must follow. You know how it is. But why aren't you in Padua, studying? Have you been missing your homeland?
I was summoned home for urgent matters. And since I'm here, the abbot asked for my help.
Ah, yes. This plague he's so afraid of.
Plague? Do you believe it? Am I such a poor teacher?
Of course not. But until now, it was just my word against the abbot's. In other words, I am truly glad you're here, my friend.
Henry, allow me to introduce Master Zacharias of Prchatsitz. He once studied under me, but became a trusted friend, and eventually the personal physician of King Sigismund.
You flatter me, Albek. The road to that post was a good deal more torturous than you make it sound. And you are...
Henry of Skalitz. I'm here at the command of Sir Peter of Pisek, serving as Albic's aide.
The Lord of Sukdol wouldn't even have let me come here without a proper escort. When I'm the one who's supposed to be stubborn.
Quit complaining. You might find an aide like him more useful than you think. Anyway, this here is Dinesh. He didn't come entirely of his own will either, but he's proven a reliable man.
Dinesh Latskvi, gentlemen.
Well then, now we all know each other, shall we finally return to the matter of the patients? Zacharias, I presume the abbot summoned you for the same reason as me.
Aye, though I've only had time to merely examine them all.
So what did you find out?
All three share the same symptoms. It begins with weakness, then comes fever, rash, and later bloody diarrhea. By far the best off is the confessor here. He can still talk. The maid and the translator from the scriptorium are much worse. They sleep most of the day. And when they do speak, it's nonsense, because they're delirious with fever.
Right. In that case, first we need to bring down the fever. Have they given you anyone to assist?
Yes, Benedict. He's a novice and a bit odd, but he knows more about alchemy than most.
We'll need linen and clean water for compresses. Pre-boiled water is best. Have you got chamomile decoctions?
Benedict brews a fresh batch every evening.
And what are they feeding them?
Mostly bread, fruit. Yesterday they had fish, but they haven't eaten much of it.
That doesn't sound like proper food for the sick. If they've got a fever, they need to be drinking a lot, don't they?
You're right. This is no good at all. They might as well be feeding them dry pretzels. They should be getting something light and nutritious, ideally in liquid form. Broths, stews, thin porridge.
Agreed. Dinesh will speak to Solarius Julian. You know the way to the kitchen, right?
Consider it done.
Then fetch herbs from Joachim. I gave him a list of what we'll need.
Gentlemen.
Joachim, you say? Well now.
Who's this Joachim? You know him?
The monastery herbalist. He lives in a hut in the garden behind the infirmary. But if I were you, I wouldn't bother him too much. He's a grumpy old fellow.
You say that because you don't know him. I'll tell you more about him, Henry. But we have more pressing concerns right now.
Can I help in any way?
The best thing you could do is find out what the patients were doing before they ended up here. Diseases spread through foul air. So if we find where the three of them were breathing the same air, we'll find the source of the infection too.
Who should I start with?
If I were you, I'd start with the confessor. He's the only one still lucid enough to speak. Better hurry. He might take a turn for the worse any moment.
Tää puhuu jotenkin, kun teistä on puhetyyli jotenkin hirveän paismainen. Mä oon koko ajan semmoinen, että mä en voi luottaa tähän tyyppiin ollenkaan.
Who should I ask about the maid?
As far as I know, her name's Blezhina. She gets her work assignments from steward Zdenek. So I'd go and speak to him. And apparently she's got a friend here. She might know something too. Try and find her.
Who might know the monk who was translating in the scriptorium?
Everything to do with books is handled by the librarian. His name's Crispin. He likes the sound of his own voice, but if you're patient, he might tell you what our patient was working on.
Can I help with anything else?
No, that's more than enough now.
Once you've found something, come back. Maybe we'll have figured out more by then.
Okay. Minun nyt.
How do you feel?
Like I'm turning inside out.
Don't worry. I'll let you rest. But first, I need to know who you've been seeing lately. And where.
What? Why?
Because we need to find out where and how you got infected.
What's that got to do with the others?
Onko ne
The
tartuttanut
sickness
sinut?
spreads through foul air. Anyone breathing the same air as you might be at risk.
You sound like you know what you're talking about. And I believe you've got your reasons. But I'm a confessor. I can't. I mustn't break the seal of confession or tell you what anyone confided in me.
But this isn't just about you.
Exactly. It's about the souls I help unburden of their sins. And the trust I'd be betraying.
And what about those who never got the chance to confess? What if they catch the sickness and die?
Niinpä.
Don't their souls matter to you?
It's not that. But I don't know how to help you.
Can't you at least point me in the right direction?
Perhaps you're right. I could at least point the way. There's something that might be connected to this dreadful sickness. Look in my cell. It's the one beneath the abbot's chamber, opposite the spiral staircase. Here's the key. I think you'll find something there that might help you.
What am I looking for?
That you'll have to find out for yourself.
I see.
I understand. I won't pressure you. Get some rest.
Wait, please. Do you think that I might ask you for something?
What is it?
I'd like to have some flowers.
Totta kai minä tuon
Something
kukkia.
living to cover up the ever-present stench of decoctions.
I've got a few right here.
May the Lord reward you.
Yeah.
Here they are.
Thank you, lad. Would you put them in the jug for me?
Takaa taskusta vaan kaivoin kukkapuska. Oh.
Go train with Carl. He won't put up with your shit.
Eipä näköjään. Tärkeintähän ennen kuin lähdetään tekemään mitään missiota on se, että luuttaamme ensin kaiken, mikä irti lähtee. Mitäkään potionoita mulla täällä on? Strong kamomiili, strong digestive ja strong marikoldi. Siis tavarathan on luostarissa yhteisiä. Ainakin jos Henriltä kysytään. En tiedä kysytäänkö. Tekään täällä käysiä kiinni varastamista, ettei tänne ulos.
Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Gladly. What do you want to know?
You've known Albic for quite a while now, haven't you?
Too long, perhaps. If you know what I mean.
I've only known him for a short time, but I can imagine he's not always easy to get along with.
Aye, old Albic. Don't take me wrong. The man's a real fount of knowledge.
I feel like there's a but coming.
What's more, he's always had the gift that whatever he does, he makes it look easy. It was only when I tried something myself, under his guidance, that I realized how many mistakes could be made. You should have heard the earful he gave me.
When the rat-eye captain, Bernard, gave me my first sword fighting lesson, it ended up similar. He beat me like a dog.
Is that so? But that must have been a long time ago.
Not really. But I suppose I'm a quick learner.
You suppose, eh? If you were recommended for Albic's escort, you must have proved you're worth it.
Serving as King Sigismund's personal physician must be a huge responsibility, eh?
Responsibility, too. But above all, it's constant alertness. You have to know how to act, but also how to anticipate. And even though it is not talked about, even kings are only human and can still fall gravely ill.
Albic mentioned the two of you treated King Wenceslas once.
That's right. It all turned out fine in the end, but there was a moment even Albic was worried it was beyond his capabilities.
What was wrong with Wenceslas then?
As his physician and confidant, Albic kept it to himself, but I had my suspicions. Now that I care for his brother, I can deduce what's hereditary and what Wenceslas brought upon himself with his, well, let's say more unrestrained lifestyle.
Oliko siellä delirium tremens? Mietin kyllä että jos sä oot niinku kuninkaan tommonen lääkäri, niin että sekin on tavallaan varmaan targetti sun selkään, että jos sä oot hyvä lääkäri, niin voi olla, että poliittinen masinointi on semmoinen, että jos kuningasta vihataan, niin otetaan se lääkäri siitä pois ja sitten kuningas sairastuu mystisesti.
Is King Sigismund ill?
If he was, I surely wouldn't be discussing it with you.
Aja.
Nonetheless,
Voi minulle kertoa,
there's no
eikä
need
minä
to
kerro
worry.
kenellekään.
His Highness is in good health. And if anything were to change, I'm never far away.
What do you mean?
A few years back, someone tried to poison the king. They mixed it into his cup of wine.
And he drank it?
Thankfully, I noticed the odd colour and sediment at the bottom. They had a waiter try the wine, and, well, I couldn't save him, unfortunately. Since then, there's been a shortage of waiters at the royal court. Strangely enough, nobody wants to do the job.
No wonder. Who's that companion of yours?
Dinesh? That's an odd story, actually. I'm not even sure how he made it to the royal court. Maybe someone originally took him as a prisoner.
You never asked him?
He doesn't want to talk about it, and I respect it. His family doesn't have the best reputation, and Dinesh does well not to associate with them.
His family? What happened?
Ask him yourself. It's not my place to tell you about it.
Did I hear correctly that you're from Prachetiets? How is it there?
My, you have a good memory. Yes, I am. But, to be honest, I left there years ago to go to university and haven't had the chance to go back yet.
So you haven't seen your family since then?
I'd married myself to the king's service. The house went to my sister and brother-in-law, and they are doing well. Years ago, Prachatitz was granted the privilege of trading in salt from Passau by the king, and my brother-in-law knew how to take advantage of that.
Is it true that Albic was your teacher?
He was far from the only one. At university, they filled my head with knowledge about alchemy, the origin and use of substances, often accompanied by a dose of philosophy. But it was only with Albic that I understood what practice entails. These years spent with books didn't prepare me for it in the slightest.
What surprised you most in medical practice?
Hard to say. You get used to the smell of blood and pus eventually. Same with the screams and cries for help. But when someone's child dies in your arms for the first time. Well, that was the first and last time Albic and me got drunk like animals.
I thought Albic fits in more with books and alchemical instruments too.
Appearances can be deceiving. He's a knowledgeable man, but I've never seen him more in his element than when he's caring for his patients. Sometimes he thinks he'll save the whole world with his head full of wisdom. And don't try to argue it with him.
Can I ask you something else?
Of course.
Thanks. That'll be all.
No problem.
Vasti. Ja täällä on. On minun nyt. Ei pandake. Ette te näitä tarvii. Viiniä. Minun Pekka. Se yksi lähti kai sinne keittiöön ja mulla on missio annettu. Tää ovea ei saa auki. Hey.
So this is where they put the altar Voita and I painted. Beautiful work. I'm sure people won't forget the name Voita anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
It usually comes with its fair share of pain.
What do you mean, woman's matter? This is different. Trust me, I can tell.
Laitoin tähän savin sen takia, että mä siis viimeksi tein kanssa tän. Ja mä annoin sille kotion avun. Ja mä en tiedä, teinkö mä se ihan oikein.
I don't know. I don't have the necessary theoretical knowledge for this.
I don't mind. I'll take anything you have. A bit of hogweed at least. Or a leech to suck the bad stuff out.
The pain you describe likely can't be treated with medicine. Maybe repentance will help? Forgive me, I have other duties to attend to.
Great. Now what am I going
Hey,
to do?
minä autan.
Is there anything I can help you with, good wife?
Who are you calling good wife? The name's Maddie. And no, only a sawbones can help me. Or the Reaper, maybe.
Then it's your lucky day.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit of both. Tell me what's bothering you, Maddie.
Joskus myös revin hampaita irti.
It hurts like hell. Here, below my belly. It feels like a couple of hounds fighting over a piece of bacon. And the holy brother over there won't help. Says it's a woman's issue. Only I'm regular as a Vesper's bell. This is something else.
That's a vivid description. How long has it been hurting?
Well, it started the day before yesterday, and it's only gotten worse since then. And I've tried everything. Calamus, yarrow. I even prayed to Saint Benedict and rubbed garlic on my stomach. I even tried hanging from a ladder upside down so it could pass through me. All for nothing. And I almost bashed my head getting down.
What were you doing before it started hurting?
Working like a dog I was. Who said I wasn't? Zdeněk? Alright, so I sat down on the stairs, just for a little while. My legs were killing me. Besides, those stairs were bloody hard. And ice cold too. It's a wonder I didn't freeze in place.
All right, enough. I get it. All right. I'll
Kyllä mä
try to
autan.
help you somehow.
Tällä kertaa paremmin kuin viimeksi.
If nothing else, I'll put in a word for you at the infirmary.
God bless you. Not many folks would make the effort. I'd bet if I had some balls and a moustache, they...
Missäkään se meidän? Alvik.
Master, I need your advice. A girl is feeling ill, and you're the only one who might be able to help. It's a bit, unusual.
Another fallen ill. And another girl, no less.
Hänellä on eri tauti.
She's not infected. Her belly hurts. That is, below her belly. She says it comes from below.
What, exactly?
The pain, I mean. Unless she's the best liar I've seen, she says it burns like hell.
Yes, but are we talking about ulcers, fistulas, swelling of the lower intestine, or perhaps inflammation of the uterus?
She said it started after she'd been sitting on some cold steps.
Cold steps, you say? I wonder. Of course! This is just like the case Trotter of Salerno wrote about. Coldness in the lower abdomen. inflammation of the urinary tract accompanied by sharp pains. This can lead to bladder distension or pelvic congestion.
Aye. It sounds like all that's happening while we're standing here talking about it.
You don't see a case like this every day. I'll have to write down all my findings in detail.
So do you know what to do? You've treated this before?
Not at all. I've never come across something like this. Most women sort out their problems with the help of herb women, whispering into the water and brewing potions according to the stars. Usually, they only come and see a studied physician when it's already too late.
Well, she went to see Benedict, but he seemed even more flustered than she was.
I'm not surprised. Only a handful of physicians have read De Curis Mulierum, even though it has so much knowledge to offer.
So how can I help Maddie? The poor girl is suffering like a wounded animal.
Of course. This calls for a concoction with soothing and diuretic effects. Here's the recipe. Brew it with care. She should feel relief almost immediately, but I've heard it may cause delirium and facial twitching.
You are.
Like I said, I haven't tried it myself.
All right. Thank you. You mentioned you know the herbalist, Joachim.
Don't think we're old friends or something of the like. We met once during my last visit to the monastery before my journey to Padua. When Zacharias mentioned him, I was glad to hear Joachim was still alive. He's growing a bit long in the tooth, you see.
So, you don't really know each other?
It's mainly my friend, Oswald Torvald, that knows him. He's the one that told me about Joachim originally. They've known each other for years, and though Joachim lacks a formal education, Oswald still learned much from him. They write to each other frequently, and he visited Joachim several times. But his work won't allow him to anymore.
I see. So what's this Joachim like?
He prefers to focus on his work rather than engage in conversation. Though when he does let someone get close, he can be friendly. And if you need help, he rarely hesitates to lend a hand.
Since we're spending time together, why don't you tell me more about yourself?
Täällä kun hoidamme potilaita samalla.
Doctor of Medicine of the Prague University and Doctor of Law of the Padua University. Personal physician and advisor to His Royal Highness King Wenceslas in matters of law and personal affairs alike. Though if you're interested in the specifics of my career, I'd recommend asking someone more knowledgeable who can appreciate the complexity of my journey from a bachelor's degree in the liberal arts to the royal court.
How did you come to treat King Wenceslas?
My talents and abilities speak for themselves. Not long ago, when I returned to Prague from Padua, word quickly got out that a capable physician had arrived. People started coming to me with all sorts of troubles. Then one day, the royal carriage stopped in front of my home. We rushed to Perglitz, where I found Wenceslas moaning in pain while his alchemists bathed him in various oils.
Which I reckon wasn't of much help.
Not in the slightest. But the treatment turned out to be quite simple. A diet. And its effects were near miraculous. Wenceslas has held me in close regard ever since. He soon learned I was learned in law as well, so I became his personal advisor. A few years ago, I was given a title for my services, as well as the particle of Unichov. As you can see, when you have the reputation of the best physician in the kingdom and knowledge of medicine and law alike, people seek you out on their own.
I hear you've written several books. What are they about?
About medicine. What else? I'm most proud of the Compendium Medicinae, a summary of medical knowledge. I wrote it mainly for students and practitioners, but I'm also planning to write a book about health and how to keep healthy. It won't just be advice on how to survive the plague or treat a fever. It'll be a guide on how to live correctly and sensibly, what to eat, when to sleep, how to exercise, what to avoid. I believe that health is not a coincidence, but the result
Henry vain
of
nyökkäilee,
sensible
Henry ei ymmärrä.
lifestyle. Those who know and follow these rules won't need to visit the physician as often, which may be an unpleasant truth to some of my colleagues.
How is medicine in Italy different from Bohemia?
Massively. Though my local colleagues don't like to hear it. In Italy, especially in Padua, emphasis is placed on precise observation, analysis of causes and effects, and above all, prevention. Italians pay more attention to the connection between diet, environment, and health. Something I have tried to introduce here, albeit with limited success. Czechs are used to heavy, fatty foods and rely more on miracles than sensibility. Here, physicians are taken as a last resort. In Italy, a physician's word is law for daily life.
Kiitos. Menen syömään nyt rasvaisia ruokia. Joo, eli me saatiin resepti. Se oli tämä. Netleä, valeriaania ja kingeriä. Mä aion netleä ja valeriaania, mutta varmaan käydä siellä sen herbalistin luona. Eli viimeksi mä yritin siis diagnosoida ton naisen itse. Ja diagnosoin kyllä oikein sen, että sillä hyvin luultavasti on toi VTI. Mutta eli virtsatietulehdus, muistaakseni. Ja sitten mulle tuli se hoito-optio, niin mulla ei ollut antaa sille muuta kuin digestive-potion. Ja sitten se oli silleen, että onkohan tämä nyt ihan oikeasti. Se vaan seuraali mua ympäri, se valitti mahaansa. Missä täällä olisi se herbalisti? Mitä tuonne pääsee? Onkohan se tuolta jostakin? Näin päästiin taas. Mä en viimeksi käynyt täällä. Tai en vielä ollut siinä vaiheessa, että olisin käynyt. Tämä on minulle uutta. Ja näitä ei kaikki vähän kukaan tietysti. Onko se tämä? Hei, miksi mä voin vaan
May God give you health, sir.
Olisiko sulla täällä netleä? Rivitään nyt yhdellä mitä saada. Valeriaania, yes. Mä vaan tuon tähän eteen kerran, mä näitä voi apua. Onko netleä jossakin? Pitääkö mä googlettaa, mistä mä saan netleä täältä, koska tarve on, tai en löydä. Olisiko se mökissä? Onkin vaan kaikki sen laatikot. Mm. No. Netle yleensä löytyy niistä pusikoista ihan vaan, olisiko niitä jossain tästä.
Thief! Look out!
Mihinkään sitten on nyt nähdään mitä käy. Hei, jes. Paskakasasta löydy. Ai oikein deliverance resistance.
Huh? Wait! Don't move! You're done here, you crook!
Yeah.
Look over there. That's the way he ran.
So here you are! Now I've got...
Enough!
Älä saa satuta minua.
Come with me to Master Albic. You're with him, so we'll have him
yeah,
decide
okay.
what to do with you.
I won't resist. Take me away.
Henry,
Hyökkäämät pois.
that sort of behavior is not acceptable.
Olen pettynyt
We
sinuun.
don't need to draw unnecessary attention to ourselves.
anteeksi.
I thought I could rely on you.
Forgive me.
Well, leave it be for now, but do better.
En ole vihainen, olen vain pettynyt. Ei, minä menetin niin paljon asioita. No niin. Edellisestä alkemiasta nyt ihan pikku hetki. Onkohan se täällä missä? Oli kalli moonshine. Saippuamaan reikkiä. Tässä näin. Water a handful of nettle, 2 handfuls of valerian, a handful of ginger. Grind the nettle and throw it into cauldron. Boil for 1 turn. Add the valerian and boil for 2 turns. Grind the ginger and throw it into a cauldron. Eli... on ohje saman tien. Eli... grindaan netle. Grindaan netle. Ja sitten... eli... noin. Ai. Oliko se veteen? Joo, veteen. Eli vesi tuolta noin. Boil for 1 turn. Sitten laitettiin 2 valeriaania. Sitten 2 turnia ja sitten laitetaan se grinded ginger. Sitten oli ihan voittopuu. Katsotaan miten käy. Yes! Sain vielä 2 niitä.
I didn't boil those nettles long enough.
No yritetään uudestaan vielä. Ei. Noin. Vesi. Nytkin oli ehkä vähän liikaakin. Yritän tähän mahdollisimman hyvälaatuisen potionin, niin jos se paranissa noin. Kaksi vuoroa. Anna mulle pullo. Ja sinne. Ei siitä sen paremmin tullut.
What if those nettles should have been boiled on a higher flame?
No, ehkä tämä riittää.
Careful.
Olisikohan se sitten jossakin täällä? Joo.
Apparently they took Blagena to the infirmary.
Aye, so I've heard.
Hey.
About that medicine.
Tell me you've got good news. I feel like I'm being ripped in half.
Here. If it's as strong as it smells, you'll be back in fine fettle in no time.
Toivotaan näin.
By all the saints, bless you. That looks like just the potion to set me right.
Yay!
Foy. It smells like you boiled an old boot with rotten garlic.
Niin mä teinkin.
But what have I got to lose? Hang on.
It's
really settling down.
Does it still hurt?
Not much. Kind of like a farmhand's pay. This is lovely. Lad, you saved my life. if there were more men like you,
There are no
there'd be
men
less
like
crying
me.
girls in the world. I apologise.
Just me. Missä se olisi? Ei. Tämä.
Greetings. What do you want?
You're Zdeněk, right? They say you're the steward here. I need to find out something about Blazena.
She's lying in the infirmary. What's it to you?
She's in a bad way. Master Albic is treating her, but to work out what's wrong, I need to know what she's been doing lately.
Oh, I see. That's different. What do you want to know then?
What sort of work does Blazena usually do?
All sorts. She's a maid, so she does whatever needs doing.
Did she ever go into the monastery?
What would she do there? Women aren't allowed in. But she still manages to get where she's not allowed.
What do you mean by that?
It'll sound
Onko hän
terrible
liimanäppi?
with her being sick now.
Whatever it is, out with it.
I think she's been stealing. Lately, food's been going missing from the pantry, and she and I are the only ones with a key. I was just about to throw her out, but then she fell ill.
Where does Blazena sleep? I'd like to take a look at her room.
What for? How do I know you won't nick something?
Excuse me?
Kaiken.
I can bring Master Albic here if you like, but he's got better things to do. Like saving Blazena and the others.
All right, no need to shout. Blazena sleeps in the house across from the church, like most of the help. When you enter, go through the door on the right, then up the stairs. Her bed and chest are by the window.
I'll take a look there if that's all right. Who was Blazena closest with here?
She shared a room with Valerie. I had to separate them more than once so they'd stop chatting and get to work.
And how do I recognise Valerie?
Easy. She's the only blonde among the maids.
And where do I find Valerie?
That's her. But listen, don't tell her what I suspect. She might take it the wrong way.
Thanks.
Vahingossa painoin tässä. Eli Valeria.
Greetings, sir. What would you like?
Miksi mä katsoin sinun rinnustasi?
I need to find something out about Blazena. And they say you know her better than anyone.
Well, we share a room, but we're not that close, really. Why?
I'm helping the physician treating her, and anything I find out could help. I spoke to the steward, but he wasn't very helpful.
Zdeněk? I don't know. I doubt I'll tell you anything he hasn't already.
What is it? Why are you suddenly on edge?
Kerro minulle.
When Blazena fell ill, I was there. I sleep right next to her. What if I caught it too?
Don't pretend. You were calm until I said your steward sent me.
Shh! Quiet!
What is it?
I'll tell you something, but not in front of him. If he heard, he'd skin me alive.
As long as I'm here, he won't touch you.
Minä suojelen.
You've got nothing to fear.
That's just it. You're not here forever. One day you'll leave, and then what'll happen to me?
I don't think Zdeněk will forget about me so easily.
All right then. What did Zdeněk tell you about Blazena?
Well, he said he suspects that Blazena's been stealing.
That scoundrel. I knew he'd try feeding you lies.
Lies.
How can you be so sure Zdeněk lied to me?
Because I caught him red-handed. I saw him going through Blazena's things. Her chest.
You think he was looking for something?
Maybe. I saw him take something out of her chest.
And do you know exactly what he took?
No. It was already getting dark, and the bastard's quick with his hands. But it must have been something small. Right after that, he slipped out and went down into the cellar outside.
And what sort of cellar is it?
The entrance is in the yard, under the stairs. There's food down there, but mainly that's where the monastery wine is kept. There are a few rooms down there, and only Zdeněk has a key to some of them.
Sounds like a perfect place to stash stolen goods. Do you know where Zdeněk sleeps? Maybe I should have a look.
We live in the same house. Me and Blazena sleep upstairs. He's got a bed in the kitchen downstairs, just opposite the door.
But why would Zdeněk lie about Blazena stealing?
I don't know what went on between them, but lately he's been giving her a hard time. I think he wants to get rid of her.
Now? When poor Blazena's ill?
That's just grist to his mill. The poor lass can't even defend herself, and he wants to take advantage of it.
Where did Blazena usually go around the monastery?
All over?
Right, but that doesn't help me. Where did only she go?
Zdeněk gave her the pantry key, so she was the only one who had access to it.
And where is that pantry?
That same cellar I already told you about. The one I saw Zdeněk run into.
Why would the steward want to get rid of an ordinary maid?
Isn't it enough that he's a scoundrel? Maybe he fancied her and she laughed in his face. Serves him right.
Tai ehkä se
Did Blazena have a sweetheart?
That?
Blackmailers.
I'm not entirely sure.
So someone's been sniffing round her?
I only ever saw her once, chatting cheerfully in the doorway of the monastery with some monk.
Monks aren't supposed to talk to women, right?
And I haven't told anyone but you about it, and you keep it to yourself too. Blazena's got it hard enough as it is.
That'll do for now. I'll take a look in that cellar and see what I can find.
Right, but how is all this supposed to help Blazena get better?
Well, to be honest, I don't know myself. But Master Albic said to find out what I can.
And how is Blazena doing?
Honestly, it's not looking good. She's burning with fever and spends most of the time rambling.
Poor girl. I'll pray for her. Let's hope she recovers. I miss her high spirits. And her laugh. Without her, it's so horribly quiet here.
Farewell, my friend.
Kiitos.
Careful.
That's a lot of coin. Suspiciously much for a common maid.
Herättää kysymyksiä.
Leipä.
God be with you, my friend. Well, good day.
Onko siellä sen tyypin sitten luona jotakin? Ruokaa.
He hasn't looked good in quite a while. He's getting long in the tooth.
No.
Cool. Could almost hear the angels coming.
Enkö koirat selvittää? Minä kai tiedä, mitä mä tuolla rahalla täällä luostarissa teen. Eikö niin? Ja minähän voi ostaa sillä varmaan syntini anteeksi.
It's pretty wet in here. An empty wine barrel. Someone's been hammering these barrels shut.
Niin.
Why is there wine spilled everywhere? Wine in a tub? But it looks watered down to me.
Kalsariviiniä. Anna juua sitä.
These must be barrels from Lorca, so the watered wine was originally from the monastery vineyard. Of course. Now I get it. Steward Zdeněk's watering down the monastery wine. If the abbot found out about this, he'd throw him out.
Kuulitko sitä?
I know you're watering down the monastery wine.
I beg your pardon?
Don't act like you didn't hear. You know exactly what I meant.
You feeling all right? Maybe you should lie down.
I saw your cellar.
What? But no one's allowed down there.
And I know exactly why. Now we're gonna have a little chat.
All right. But not here. Come with me, if anyone heard you.
I'm not going anywhere with you. We're talking here and now.
Oh, come on.
No, come on.
Shh.
Mä menikään sivuun, kun jolla lähettänyt ovuja puukottaa kylkiluihin.
Then talk.
All right. I won't say another word. Just stop shouting. So what the hell do you want from me? Coin?
Why did you lie to me about Blazena? About her stealing?
What's Blazena got to do with all this anyway? Did that bitch tell you something?
She didn't say a word, because she couldn't. She's barely alive. And anyway, why would she tell me anything?
Because she figured it out too. One time I forgot to lock the cellar door behind me and she caught me at it.
So that's why you lied about her? So no one would believe her if she gave you away? You're a right bastard. You know that?
Go to hell.
They say you were rummaging through her chest. And you took something.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Don't deny it. They saw you. So what did you take?
I found a key in her chest.
What key? What's it for?
It's for the monastery cellar.
You mean your cellar?
No, it's the key to the cellar under the monastery.
Se minne on
How would
reikä
Blazena
lattiassa.
get something like that? Women aren't even allowed in the monastery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Christ. And that's all you know?
That's it, I swear.
Then give me the key.
I don't have it on me.
So where is it?
It's hidden, where I keep the silver from the watered wine. I figured you'd want something in return for keeping quiet.
Keep the silver. I just want the key.
Really? Then it seems we have a deal. Come with me.
Nyt me joka tapauksessa seurataan, se on jonnekin pimeälle kujalle. Kissa! No kisse! Minne sinä minua viet? Minua epäilyttää. Tässä on rottia täällä.
Come closer. I don't want to shout here.
So where's the key?
Here it is. Just like I
Eikö
promised.
se koko ajan sinun taskussa?
Wait! Promise me you won't tell the abbot about the wine. He'd have me hanged, or kicked out if I'm lucky. But if I stay here at the monastery, I could be useful to you.
How useful?
As the steward, I can get all sorts. Lockpicks and other handy things.
Fine. I'll keep it to myself. And I'll clear off.
Täällä on. Tämä on nyt minun. Mistä? Sitten puus. Käydään tuolla ja mennään sitä kautta sitten hidden bootselle. Nyt kiinnostaa. My interest has been piqued. Niin voisin päästä itseni Muut ei varmaan tullut mukaan tänne. No, ehkä ne siellä sepän pajalla sitä hoitaa. Samoin peplisiä. Ei peplisiä, kun apua. Herrinkiä.
Greetings to you, friend.
Hey.
Good day to you.
I heard you doing combat training here.
That's right. As a brother in arms, I see to it that our men are well prepared. Carl's the name.
I'm Henry. I've only just arrived in Sedlitz. I've come as a protector of Master Albich.
That's an honourable task. Guarding someone so important. You must be quite the fighter.
Kyllä.
I can handle a weapon well enough. By the way, Slavek and Yeshek send their regards. I ran into them in the infirmary.
Don't even mention those two. I like them, but they never know when to stop. Always end up battered for no good reason. Anyway, if you'd like to train with us, you're more than welcome.
What are the rules?
We start with the short sword. It's a quick and effective weapon. Our men must wield it like an extension of their own arm. We use wooden weapons. I had to ban iron, or some of these blokes would have ended up killing each other. The duel lasts until one fighter lands enough hits on the other, or until one of them yields.
Come and fight. I can handle any of you with one hand tied behind my back.
You've got courage, I'll give you that. Or maybe just a big mouth.
I'm just saying, there's not much that can surprise me anymore. I've fought to the death with many noble knights and some right rotten bastards. And I'm still breathing.
If that's true, all the better for our men. As they say, the more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. And you might learn something yourself, too. So, let's not waste time. Your first opponent will be Mark. We've recruited him this year in Moravian Pisek. He's new to our ranks, but he's already proven he can handle a weapon.
Okay,
let's
olen
fight.
valmis.
Someone better hold me back.
Now that was a fight. You really gave it your all. Literally.
That we did.
You may have lost, but there's nothing to be ashamed of. How about a rematch with Mark?
No kyllä, kiitos.
All right.
That's the spirit.
Mä yritin tehdä ton pääflekkiin, mutta noin.
You mad? You'll kill him!
That was a fine fight to watch.
Noni.
You didn't go easy on Mark at all.
En.
With you at Master Albich's side, he's got nothing to fear.
Aye. I know my way around a sword.
What about with a shield and axe? Want to show me what you've got?
Yeah.
Of course. A true warrior needs to handle every weapon well.
That's right. Best be ready for anything. Your next opponent will be John. He used to serve as a guard at the rat house for the bailiff in Yilemnitz. He's known to be a relentless swordsman, so be cautious.
No, mutta nythän me tapellaan akseilla.
For glory and carnage!
The executioner is sharpening his You mad Yeah, fuck that!
Fuck you!
Your second victory! You're fighting damn well!
Nurkkataktiikka toimi taas.
What now?
What would you say if I challenged you to a duel myself?
Yeah.
I'd like to see what you're really made of. We'd fight with long swords. Langschwert is a noble weapon, fit for a true master. Will you accept my challenge?
Of course. It would be an honor to cross swords with you.
Joo.
Glad to hear it. Then get ready.
Olen saanut parikin pääiskua tässä jo. En tiedä, miksi sinulla on armorit päällä ja minulla ei. Jotain on jotenkin niinku... En tiedä, onko tää hirveän reilua. To get me like that, you're a truly master with the longsword. Mä vahingossa skippasin varmaan. Mä luulin edelleen, että mä oon tappelussa.
I must say, I haven't had such a close fight in a long time.
Likewise, allow me to personally thank you. Everyone I've trained who managed to beat me in a duel, I've given a sword from our order's armory. Let it be a token of your martial prowess. And remember, the order is always looking for capable men.
I value your gift, Carl. And thank you for the offer, but I can't go with you. I'm needed elsewhere.
And you're clearly one of those who keeps their word. But should you feel I still have something to teach you, I can pass on some of my combat experience. For now, though, you've earned a rest.
Thanks. And all the best to you.
God be with you.
Yes. Myös sinun kanssasi.
I'm looking forward to seeing my family. I've never been up.
How long have you been in the order?
For as long as I can remember. My father wasn't the most warm-hearted man, but he was well aware of his sins, so as penance, he dedicated me to the Virgin Mary. I grew up in Komatau, but shortly after my confirmation, I was sent to the order in Marienburg. That's a castle in Poland. The most beautiful I've ever seen.
That must have been hard, leaving home so young.
It was a relief. I only found my true family among the brothers of the order.
Täällä Henri kulkee ympäri. Onpa kivaa, minä tappelen täällä ja on niin kiva, jos meanwhile potilaat kuolen.
What can you tell me about Ludolf?
I would trust him with my life. He's above all fair. But yes, he needs to keep us in line. We have an important mission.
What is your mission?
To fulfill Christ's teachings, of course. Soon we'll march to Poland to fight the infidels.
Come on. Again.
You said you'd teach me something?
You showed what you can do in the arena. But everyone has room to grow. Even the best. Now isn't the time. Stop by later.
Okay.
Watch those legs!
Hey, Ludolf.
Herzlich willkommen. Mein Herr, what do you need?
Seisonko mä siinä tuolilla?
Sir, can you spare a moment?
Yes. If it's nothing that would disturb the delicate peace here.
I just wanted to ask, what brings you here? Into a situation like this?
My journey to Bohemia originally had a different goal. The Order has interests all throughout Europe, and the Kingdom of Bohemia is no exception. We are seeking support. Capable men and supplies for our eastern border, where tensions with Poland and Lithuania continue unabated. I had plans to deal with certain nobles as well as Sigismund himself. But this situation is an unfortunate complication. Instead of diplomatic negotiations and recruitment, I now oversee order here, so that we can support the abbot and prevent the infection from spreading. Duty is duty, whatever form it may take. The monks seek order and discipline in their faith and work. We seek order and discipline in defending our faith and our lands.
What does your order do?
Our order, the Brothers of the German House of St. Mary in Jerusalem, founded directly in the Holy Land, stands as a bulwark against paganism. We spread the Christian faith among nations that have not yet been baptized, and we administer the lands that we have conquered with God's help from the pagan Prussians and in the Baltic region. From our stronghold in Marienburg, we spread the Christian faith, build castles, towns and monasteries, and bring settlers from Germany to populate these lands.
What is the history of your order?
The order was founded in the Holy Land more than 3 centuries ago as a hospitaller brotherhood for German pilgrims during the siege of Acre. Pope Sedletzin III confirmed us at the time, and thanks to the Golden Bull of Rimini from Emperor Frederick II, we gained the right to conquer the Prussians' lands and hold them in fief forever. That was the beginning of our mission, to bring faith in God to the Baltic region and defend the borders of Christianity. And there we built a state stretching from Prussia to Livonia, with
Tyhjä
God's
tuijotus,
grace,
kuunteleeko
also
Henry ees?
with papal bulls and imperial privileges. But our role
Kadottaa,
was
jotta
not
kysyi.
only military. We founded cities, settled wastelands, and spread order through monasteries. And to this day, we remain guardians of this tradition.
Hieno juttu.
Where
Mistä
does
sä
the
saat
order get its
rahaa?
money?
Our wealth comes from gifts, especially from generous nobles and rulers who give us land and property for the eternal glory of God. We manage vast estates, from which we obtain grain and taxes from our subjects. Military campaigns bring us new territories and further resources to advance our cause, whether through trade, farming, or serving those in need. Everything serves to strengthen our order and defend our faith.
I'd like to donate to your order.
I'm glad to hear that. God may be on our side, but we are still in need of coin to buy food and supplies for our people.
Here. I hope it helps at least a little in the battle against the pagans.
Ehkä te lähdette nopeammin tältä pois, jos mä
Every
annan teille
bit of
rahaa.
help counts. And
Sitten mä
this
saan
you
ryöstellä
are
rauhassa.
supporting not only the order, but all of Christianity against pagan invasions and Polish expansionism.
What's going on in Poland?
Tensions are rising. The Poles and Lithuanians are beginning to unite under the rule of the Jagiellonian dynasty, which is a threat to our position. Although the Lithuanian Grand Duke Vytautas formally accepted baptism, his alliance with Poland threatens Samogitia, which belongs to us. Sigismund promises us support, but his position is weak.
Henrikin näyttää siltä,
That
että
is
kun
why
kahtaa
we are
tuohon niin
preparing
seisoo.
reinforcements at the
Kiinnosta,
borders.
miksi mä kysyn
However,
näitä.
if diplomatic negotiations fail, we will have to defend our lands with the sword, with God's help.
Your name, sir, Ludolf, it isn't very common, but I think I've heard it before.
Perhaps you have heard of Saint Ludolf. Yes, it is rather by chance that I, his namesake, am now here among the Cistercians. He vehemently defended the church's rightful properties against the Duke of Saxony, who tortured him to death for it. Our order is now in a somewhat similar situation, where we must defend our rightful property against many usurpers. I therefore often pray to my namesake and ask him for help in our affairs.
How does your order work?
We are divided into knights born into noble families, priests for spiritual administration, and servant brothers for ensuring the smooth running of the entire order. At the head stands the Grand Master, elected by the chapter. Under him, the provincial master for Prussia and Livonia. Each province has its own governor, each castle its commander. Our order is based on obedience, poverty, and purity, but ambition is also important. Our strongholds, such as Marienburg, are hubs of power and trade. The military structure is strict. From foot soldiers to heavy cavalry, everyone is subordinate to a single commander. But we are not just warriors, but custodians as well. Our laws apply to everyone, from farmer to bishop.
Sir, you mentioned you're in need of capable men.
Mitä maksatte?
Does that mean I could join you if I wanted?
Ha ha! It's not that simple.
Huh?
To join the order, you must fulfill two requirements. First of all, you must be from Germany. Or at least speak German. Can you?
Well, not really.
I understand. And second of all, to join a German order of knights, what do you think the second requirement might be?
I have to be a knight?
That is right. But even if you are not either of those things, you can still join us as a half-brother. Halbbrüder. They are not subject to such strict rules of poverty, cleanliness, or obedience as we are. And they do not have as many privileges.
I'll be going now, sir.
May God protect you.
Kiitos. Nukujaisin oli hyvää unilääkettä, alkoi väsyttää. Täällä jossakin. Ei kun mä laitan ton. Tuolla hinnepuussa. Joku teistä on piilottanut tänne viinaa ja minähän ne vien. No on hirveän hyvin ollut piilotettu. Ja tässä on vielä yksi. Ei se mua anna sitä sit ottaa. Lokkosa. No se yhden kukkaro piti löytää. Seköhän se voisi olla. Tää se puhuu niinku, että Bondin läheltä hänet niinku raattiin. Mä siis siellä epäonnistuneella nauhoituksella tein nimenomaan, että mä kävin juttelemaan niin kun, tai tekemässä nuo, niin nämä kaikki on tavallaan ollut nyt uutta mulle täällä. Ja en viimeksi saisi saanut tuota kukkaroitsintotehtävääkään.
Oh, please. Why would you cut yourself? Last time I sharpened it, I nearly chopped my fingers off. It hurt like hell.
Sounds like it wasn't sharp enough. When you cut yourself with a real sharp chisel, it hardly hurts. Just pulls blood.
You think?
When you got...
Kääntää jauhovarasto, on merkattu karttaa.
My humble respects.
Mä näkyy, että nähnyt kyllä kukkaroa missä. Enkä muista yhtään, mikä se reittikään oli, mitä se sanoi. Näin.
Oh, another cistern. And I still don't know where that water is coming from. Here in the middle of the monastery.
Käydään tuolla kirjastossa nyt vielä. Se on... Mennä. Kissa.
Kitty! Kitty!
What's going on? You're all covered in blood, lad.
Your brother Crispin, right? I'm here about
Okay,
Yaroslav. I heard he works here as a translator.
Ah, yes. Poor Yaroslav. I pray daily for his recovery. God has blessed him with an extraordinary talent and a sharp mind. It would be a terrible loss if... But no. Such thoughts help no one. And who are you, anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm helping Master Albic in the infirmary.
Very well. What do you want to know about Yaroslav?
Could you tell me, please, where he was staying?
He has a cell in the dormitory upstairs. Go up the stairs in front of the scriptorium and turn right. Then it's the 5th cell from the door.
Thanks. I'll take a look. What exactly was Yaroslav doing here?
He's working on a translation of a book that came to us all the way from Genoa. While he was well, he spoke of nothing else. He knows Latin, Italian, and French. And thanks to his work, we have several valuable translated volumes in the library.
What book was he translating?
It's called The Decameron.
Mä oon lukenut Decameronin tuossa lukiossa. Se on siis semmoinen, että missä ylhäisö lähtee, tai niinku kehystarina on se, että ylhäisö on painanut ruttoa jonnekin tämmöiseen tavallaan kaupungin ulkopuolelle tämmöiseen jonnekin, oliko ne kartanossa vai jossain, en tarkalleen muista, mutta sitten ne kertoo niin kuin joka ilta tarinoita toisilleen, niin kuin, että aika kuluu hirveästi mitään, ja siitä kyllä enää muista. Mutta muistan, että on lukenut sen.
And what's the Decameron about?
I've not read it myself. I'm not as well versed in Italian as Yaroslav. I was waiting for him to finish the translation, but he spoke of it as a groundbreaking work of indescribable value. He even believed it might one day uplift the Christian people beyond their worldly suffering. He was so excited he barely ate or slept, just kept working. I thought it best to let him focus solely on the translation and assigned his other duties to others.
Where did Yaroslav work?
Here in the scriptorium, of course. You'll find his usual place right by the entrance. But be careful, he's got something unfinished there. He's spent so much time on it that it must be nearly done by now. It'd be a shame to ruin it just before completion.
Well, it might still take a while. I looked through the book and it's almost empty.
Nonsense. Yaroslav's been working on it for weeks. I thought I'd have to start supplying ink by the bucket for him. He's probably got the rest of the pages tucked away somewhere.
Well, if you say so. Who here knew Yaroslav best?
Most likely Brother Celestine. He helps with copying books too, though he doesn't have nearly the same talent.
Celestine, you say? I should speak to him. Thanks. That's all I needed.
Will we meet again?
Aika sulle jutella uudestaan, kun sulle pyytiin, että sä saattaisit tarvita apua jossakin. Enää. Voinko mä nyt lukea tätä kirjaa jo? Etkö sä äsken ollut tuolla? Ei se ole kyllä tässä kyllä kovin monta sivua kääntänyt, että Voi. On luettu, tuo on luettu. Hetkinen. Mä katsoin, että oli alakulma piirretty pippeli, mutta se olikin korjista. Katsoin vähän liian nopeasti. No, tää kirjaston hoitaja varmaan tyytyväinen, kun mä ekaa heittää nämä lattialle nyt. Tämä piti lukea. Tämä oli siellä pöydällä. Written in respect of fellowship on the feast of Saint John. It's been some time since we last sat together in the monastery and spoke of the healing powers of herbs from the monastic gardens. My stock of exotic spices is dwindling. Trade routes are unsafe when prices are rising. Should the merchant caravan happen to visit the monastery by grace of his lordship, think of me, please. Many troubled souls have come to me of late, and I have nothing with which to ease them. If it's within your means and could you send some goods by one of the brethren who travel down from time to time? In return, I enclose with this letter a vial genuine rice, all of which I recently distilled. I hope to may be of use to you and the sick in your care. Sitten suoraan täällä on?
So what's this?
It's the biggest castle in the world, made from red bricks. You can see from miles away. It has 2 lines of defenses, walls taller than the buildings including. Finest castle I've ever seen, and I've been to a few.
Nyt vastaanottohuone.
At your service, sir.
Vastustaa. En voi. Henri on heikko. Syntiviä miestä. Tarvin niitä.
Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, our hope. To you we cry, show unto us the blessed fruit of thy womb. Amen.
Mitä täältä löytyisi?
Plans of the cellars. What did he need those for?
Sus. Kaikki tiet vievät kellariin. Käydään nyt kaikki läpi, kun täällä ollaan. Mä tiedän, jos täältä löytyy jotain vinkkejä vihjeitä. Enropoirot on vain tunnollinen työs. Mulla. Täällä oli se vaikea. Mä mietin, että onko noilla siihen näkyvyyttä. Okei. Hihi, kenenkäs huone tämä on? Okei, tuota kirjaa ei voi. Ei täällä kyllä ole mitään. Oli joku kirja oli tuossa yhdessä huoneessa. Oli tämä. Joo. Tämä oli ihan tämmönen stadikirja. Sitten. Tää. Celestinen, mutta käydään sekaan nyt vielä nuo. Niin kuin väärä suunta. Ei kun tänne. Mä tiedän, löytyykö täältä sitten. Tätä ei saa auki. Idea. On tänne. Se viittämä.
Where the hell did the confessor get so many valuables? Something doesn't add up here. So that's why the confessor wanted flowers from me. He must like them. There's not much here besides flowers. So where did the valuables come from? More flowers.
Joo. Tää on se. Tuolla.
Excuse me.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be
Samoin.
with you.
Greetings.
Tänne menee kellari. Viiniä, mehulekko. Mitä täällä on? Otetaanpas nuo ruttoset tavarat täältä. Ihan hyvin.
There's wine in the air. Someone must have spilled a cask. Someone's walked through the spilled wine.
Hey.
What the? Hey! How did you get in here? And who are you?
Olen vaan
I
tutkimaan
should be the one
kellaria.
asking you. What is this place?
Christ's precious passion.
Heksyin.
May the Lord forgive us.
Forgive you for what? And who even are you?
Wojtek, we were writing a book here. All of us.
What book are you talking about? You don't mean the Decameron?
Oh no. Yaroslav finished that one long ago.
Ai jaa.
What are you on about? The book on his lectern in the scriptorium is almost empty.
When Yaroslav started translating the Decameron, he soon realized what it was really about.
Maallisia
He became
asioita.
afraid that if Brother Crispin, or, God forbid, the abbot, found out, they'd forbid him to continue the translation. They might even have the book destroyed. What a loss that would be. So once he'd finished the translation, he hid it down here instead.
So, what's the Decameron actually about?
That's not such an easy question. And you don't look like someone who came
Ei,
here
minä
to
olen
talk
oppinut
about
mies.
literature.
Then at least tell me why Yaroslav was afraid to hand over the book.
Because it represents a new way of thinking. It doesn't focus so much on our Lord, but more on man.
Se ei ole
On
sallittua.
human virtues, vices, good and bad intentions, and all the forms of love.
Really? All of them?
All of them.
Mind you, the book pokes fun at the church a little.
No niin.
And you, as servants of God, were fine with that. It mocks your faith.
I said the church, not God. There's a difference, even if not everyone wants to see it.
Right. So what was Yaroslav working on down here then?
The Decameron left a strong impression on him. He decided to write a book of his own, in the same spirit, to celebrate what is as valuable to man as love, or the spiritual life. He later asked Brother Ernest and me to work on the book together.
And what exactly did Yaroslav want to write about?
About humor, wit, laughter. About everything that can make a person laugh.
Oh, I like that. I enjoy a good laugh just about any time.
Then you and he would have got on well.
Yeah.
Yaroslav believed that a sense of humor could help a person in hard times just as much as strong faith could.
There's something to that. Who knows how I'd have ended up if I hadn't been able to laugh at myself from time to time.
Just like Yaroslav said, laughter and humor are gifts from our Lord, among the mightiest. But the brothers probably wouldn't see it that way. That's why we met and worked in secret. Sometimes we'd write all night, other times we'd get into heated debates. And sometimes we just tried to outdo each other with witty sayings.
So basically you were sitting down here telling jokes?
Among other things, but mostly we were working.
Go on then.
Kerro.
Tell me one of the jokes you came up with.
Now? All right then. All right. Here's one. Do you know why monks lie down in the meadow among the sheep? Because they're waiting for the good shepherd.
Tell me another one.
5 clergymen meet, and they've nothing to tell each other. Because they all turned up.
En tajuu.
Tell me another one.
The kitchen lad complains to his master. The cellar's terribly damp. How do you know? Asks the master. And the lad replies, yesterday, a fish got caught in the mousetrap.
No niin. Kyllä, nyt on laatuvitsejä kyllä.
Tell me another one.
Brother Julian cooks fish every Friday and calls it fasting. We just call it a test of faith.
Well, that one was a bit dry.
So was Christ when he walked on water.
Oli hyvä.
Tell me another one.
Some of our brothers have a lot in common with God when they're working. Everyone knows they exist, but no one's ever seen them.
Tell me another one.
Henry kärsii.
What book has the most leaves in it? A herbarium, of course.
Tell me another one.
How does an astrologer flag down a wagon?
No idea.
By his sign.
Tell me another one.
A knight goes to confession and tells the priest, I feel a great weight on me that won't let me sleep at night. The priest replies, have you tried taking off your armor before going to bed?
Kyllä tiukkaa kamaa.
Tell me another one.
What were the last words of St. Lawrence when Emperor Valerian had him roasted alive on a grate? Turn me over. I'm done on this side.
Tell me another one.
Why doesn't the monastery's rooster crow? Because he's taken a vow of silence too.
Tell me another one.
What do you call it when someone robs a storeroom full of pulses, but then repents and puts everything back? Appeasement.
I don't even want to anymore. But tell me one more.
So I went to see the apothecary, but I didn't like him at all. He was totally apathetic.
Tell me another one.
The brothers are praying when suddenly the candle goes out. The novice gasps, it's a sign. The older brother says, yes, that someone's breathing too hard.
Tell me another
Montako
one.
näitä on?
I think I'm out of jokes.
Ei voi olla totta.
Same. I was hoping to hear a few more.
But once Yaroslav gets better,
Ei se tuu paranemaan.
with more.
Who helped write your book?
Me, obviously Yaroslav, and
No
brother
niin,
Ernest,
tässä on kaikkien kytkökset.
and also Blazina.
And what was Blazena doing here? She's a maid. She probably can't write. And women aren't allowed in the monastery, are they?
I didn't get it at first either. Why Yaroslav brought her here. If anyone had found out, the abbot would have thrown us all out. But I soon understood. Humor isn't just for the educated or wealthy, let alone just for men. Laughter belongs to everyone.
Niinpä.
How could we grasp its breadth with just our limited experience?
So, this isn't about any sin? Blazena's just funny?
More than that. Her laughter, sense of humor, her knack for knowing when to make a joke. It's a true gift from God.
Who exactly is Ernest? I don't think I've met him.
One of the older brothers. He's in charge of all the building and repairs in the monastery.
And do you know if he might have fallen ill too?
No idea. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for a while. And when I think how Yaroslav and Blazina are doing...
I'd best go and check on him myself. Where's his cell?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
And how are you feeling, anyway? Are you all right?
Yes, at least for now.
No symptoms? Weakness, rash, fever, anything?
Nothing like that, I swear.
If you start feeling bad, report to the infirmary at once. Understood?
Of course.
What about the elder confessor, Stephen? Was he never part of this?
He's got nothing to do with it. He doesn't know a thing, unless someone slipped up during confession.
Where did you say Brother Ernest's cell is?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing...
Olikohan se, mikä ovea mä en sano äsken ollenkaan niin auki?
How long have you been meeting here?
Since the start of summer.
So at least 30 days?
Roughly. I don't remember exactly. Sorry.
I've heard enough. I'll go and check on Ernest now.
Wait. What about me?
Puolet.
What's going to happen to me?
I told you, if you're not feeling well, go to the infirmary. Albic will take care of you. Don't worry.
I meant our book.
Joo, en kerro.
Don't tell the abbot about it. We weren't doing anything wrong, but if he found out, he'd throw us out.
Why would I tell him? He didn't do anything wrong here.
Olen sitä paitsi hyvien vitsien ystävä.
And may God protect you.
Kiitos.
Excuse me. It's damp, chilly, but the air is clean. If the disease really spreads through foul air, then they must have caught it somewhere else.
Joo, nyt kun yrittäisin löytää vielä täältä pois. Mikä tää vie? Niin pääsi jonnekin. Pääsinkö? Helvetti. Noniin. Yes.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
Ei. Minne? Vitun väärä suunta tänne. Ei. En voi olla näin sokkelo. Sitten. Se. Pitää hetki orientoitua kyllä. On se tänne. Se on.
Christ! I'm too late. A rash. Same as the sick in the infirmary. But he died sooner, so he must have been the first to catch it.
Olen pahoillani. Ei kuollut vaatteita tarvitse.
Some building plans. Looks like a church, and underneath, probably a crypt. I should tell Albic about this.
Joo, se Albikin. Isän, että niin kuin... Vi har en problem. Onko se et? No Jaakotekki. Ongelma.
Albic?
What is it?
Thanks.
Oi.
Where's the confessor? Can I ask?
Of course.
Thanks.
No problem.
Pitäis kuolla. Noniin.
I found another infected.
You're not the only one. While you were gone, they brought in several more. So, where's your sick man?
Dead.
With the Lord now. I found him too late.
Lord have mercy. Do you at least know who it was?
One of the monks. His name was Ernest.
That's the second death today. Let's hope it's the last. The confessor's dead. Old Stephen.
No onneksi me saatiin vietyä sinne kukkia.
Don't blame yourself. I'm sure you did everything you could to help him.
We tried, but sometimes there's just nothing we can do. At least we know he's no longer suffering. And what about you? Did you find out anything about the others who are sick? Do they have anything in common?
I found some jewellery in Stephen's cell. It looked quite old.
Jewellery? Where would he have got that from?
He might have stolen it. But given how strict he was about the seal of confession, it doesn't seem likely. Maybe someone else stole it, but guilt caught up with him, and he gave it to Stephen during confession.
Maybe. But surely we'd have heard about such a theft by now. Unless...
They stole it from someone who can't tell anyone anymore. Do you think we've got a murderer here?
Meillä on krypta.
I've no idea. It's all just guesswork.
I found out that Ernest, Yaroslav and Blazhena were meeting regularly. There's a secret copying workshop in the cellar.
A secret? But why? And what in God's name was she doing there?
Well, it's a long story, but I know for sure they were meeting down there. Those three from the infirmary, and the overseer I found dead.
Very well. I believe you. That explains why those three got infected. Do you think it happened in their workshop? Did you notice dampness, mold?
Nope.
Any strange smell or bad air?
Nothing like that. It was damp, but the air was otherwise clean.
In that case, someone must have brought the illness to them.
But who?
Probably Ernest. If he died first, it would make sense.
No joo.
Or maybe the illness just killed him faster because he was older. Like the confessor.
That's possible too.
So, what are we going to do now?
Kaikki
We'll go to
tiesivät
the
kellariin.
abbey. You, Zacharias, and I. This is getting out of hand, and the number of sick keeps rising.
To the abbey? Right now?
You think waiting will solve anything?
No anteeksi kun kysyin.
You've all come. That can't mean anything good.
No ei.
The truth is, more are falling ill and the infirmary's filling up fast.
We're trying to give them all they need. But soon there'll be no beds and they'll have to lie on the floor.
How many have died?
The old confessor, Brother Stephen.
And Brother Ernest, too.
Ernest?
He died in his cell. No one even knew he'd fallen ill.
So, it started then.
Ernest wasn't treated. Even mild illness can be deadly without care.
Niin eikä me edes tiedä vielä, että onko tämä mikään niinku rutto.
When the Black Death last swept the town, it also started slowly. The old, the sick, those no one missed were the first to die. And then we couldn't even bury the dead in time, let alone give them the last rites. Now, the Lord is punishing us for it.
We do have some good news. With Henry's help, we might soon uncover where the infection's coming from.
We know that Brother Yaroslav and that maid both met with Ernest, so the illness must have spread between them.
They all met? Even the maid? Why?
Well, I didn't mean they were all together at the same time. Just that both Yaroslav and Blazena had encounters with Ernest.
Why would a maid be meeting with Ernest? That makes no sense.
Ernest never left the monastery grounds.
He did, in fact, fairly often. He was one of the few allowed out for work reasons.
Then they must have run into each other by chance, somewhere outside.
Very well, then.
Yes, success.
Just breathing the same foul air as someone infected for a while puts you at risk.
And since I found Ernest already dead, we believe he's the one who brought the sickness among the others. If he was the first to die, then he must have been the first to catch it, right?
But where did he catch it?
I don't know yet, Father. But I have certain suspicions.
Kellari.
I found building plans in his cell. Looked like a floor plan of the church.
That means nothing. Ernest oversaw all construction work in the monastery.
And what had he been working on lately?
He'd been supervising repairs in the church. A floor had collapsed above the crypt recently. He was assigning tasks to laborers and overseeing the work.
Which crypt do you mean?
Some important nobles are buried there. But most of all, it's the tomb of
Joku
my
niistä oli
predecessors.
ruttoinen.
May their souls rest in peace.
That might be the source of the foul air. The illness could have spread from the exposed crypt.
I ought to go into the church and inspect everything thoroughly.
Sillä voi olla aarteita.
That's not a good idea. If the illness is really spreading from there, no one should go in.
I understand your concern, Zacharias. But Henry is right. At this point, it's just a supposition, and we must put it to the test.
Enough. What nonsense
Mitä
is
sä
this?
pihätät?
No one's going into that crypt. The disease is spreading. The infirmary is full. We've
Ei se
already got
mitenkään
2
taisi vielä
dead.
Father, I understand you're afraid, but...
Afraid? I'm not afraid. I bear responsibility for the whole monastery, for every living soul. And it's my God-given duty to do everything I can to protect them from the plague.
Father, wait. Just give us a day. 2 at most. I'll just find out where the sickness came from.
You won't get another hour. The monastery is to be sealed. No one goes in, no one comes out. All the monks are to withdraw to their cells.
What about us? You want to keep us here against our will?
I don't want to, but I must. And at the same time, I humbly ask for your help.
Miten me voidaan auttaa, jos me saa
You'll
tehdä
be
mitään?
repaid when the time is right. You came to me with a certain request. Help me, you may consider it granted.
It's for the best, Albec. Even if it turns out not to be the plague, it's still a deadly illness, and we're within sight of the town. If it spreads to Kuttenberg, it'd be a disaster.
I know. But as you wish. I'm sorry, Henry. But I'm afraid we have no choice.
Voi voi. Miksi siellä on vain yksi haudankaivaja, kun luulisi, että niinku täällä voisi laittaa vaikka ne teutolisen orderiin ja siellä kaivamaan noita hautoja, eikä tulla vittua yhden ukon kaivaa kaikkia.
Tibi domine fratrum nostrum, militer commendamus, ut quemmen hac vita mortali, immenso semperes prosecutos amore, nunc humanis omnibus liberatum, in requiem in gredi iubias sempiternam. Tuam ergo clementium deprecamur, ut via prima iam transierunt, illum in paradisum tum begnine perducas, ubi neque luctus, neque clamor, neque dolor erit ultra. Sed pax et gaudium, Filio tuo et Spiritus Sancto in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
What now?
This whole situation keeps getting worse. How am I meant to treat a disease I know almost nothing about? This can't end well.
Then what do you suggest? The abbot's forbidden us from going anywhere outside the infirmary.
Not only that, he's had the monastery gates shut. No one's allowed in.
Or out. Ludolf's men are even patrolling the grounds. We're literally imprisoned.
Still, something must be done. The beds are nearly full, and there's not endless space on the floor either.
Kryptaan pitää mennä.
I know I've no right to ask this of you.
If there's anything I can do to help, tell me.
Tuun hulluksi tällä sisällä.
The sooner you manage to get this sickness under control, the better for everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well now. And here you were acting like you'd been forced to take that assistant on against your will.
Actually, that was the case. But let's get to the point. Search the church crypt. If there's a plague grave down there, uncovered by that collapse, then at least we'll know for sure.
But surely no one would have buried plague victims there. That's where the abbot's tombs
Ellei
are.
joku apoteista
I'm not
olisi ollut
looking to
semmoinen
confirm it.
rotouhri.
On the contrary, I want to rule it out. I still don't believe we're dealing with plague. I'll stay here and tend to the sick.
Let me assist you, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There's enough work here for the both of us. Henry, try speaking with the workers repairing the collapsed floor. In the best case, they might have noticed something. In the worst case, they'll already be showing symptoms of the disease.
And how do I get there? I'm not even supposed to poke my nose outside. The knights are patrolling the grounds.
If they catch him wandering somewhere he shouldn't be, they'll have him thrown out.
And the abbot will find out we're investigating the source of the outbreak despite his explicit orders. But this is about
Onneksi olen
lives.
yön Henry.
I believe you can do it. But still,
Olen.
be careful.
I'll do what must be done. Just make sure you look after the sick.
Hold on. In Italy, physicians wear a kind of hood with a mask. It protects them from foul air and perhaps even the plague.
True. I've heard the same in Padua.
Sounds good. But where am I meant to get one around here?
With a bit of skill, you can make it yourself. All you need for the hood is a piece of leather. You'll need to hang fragrant herbs around the collar. Something like mint or sage.
Might as well perfume myself all over.
You jest. But yes. The less foul air you breathe in, the better.
You can use the workbench in the alchemical workshop to make it.
All right. I'll be off then.
Best of luck. And God be with you.
And with you.
Köyttä tarvii, mutta muuten on vissiin kaikki. Olisiko täällä köyttä? Joo, nyt on saanut kiinni sen, että...
Oh no.
Hei,
Maddie, you poor thing. Wasn't one illness enough for you?
hei. Muita tuttuja.
Tell me something about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Where are you from?
I was born in Zadar, that is in Dalmatia by the sea. I grew up at my uncle Stepan Latkovich's court. Until recently, he governed a huge estate in central Croatia, Dalmatia and Slavonia.
Until recently?
After an unfortunate event, our lands and properties went to Sigismund's father-in-law, Herman of Scilly.
Kyllä niinku... ihmisiä kuolee ympärillä hirveä saada hirveä niinku iloisen. Kerrotko itsestäsi?
What do you mean by unfortunate event? The one that cost you your properties?
It was a little misunderstanding, which became known as the Bloody Sabor of Krzyzewski.
Sabor?
An assembly of the foremost representatives of nobility and political power in the country. And at this particular assembly, King Sigismund had my uncle, along with most of his people, killed.
Why did Sigismund do that?
He was still bitter about Nicopolis. But what really angered him was my uncle's support for Ladislaus of Naples. He had long had his eyes set on the throne of Hungary, so you can imagine the king was not pleased.
Don't you want to take revenge?
Alone? Against the entire Holy Empire? I am no madman, unlike my uncle. He paid for betrayal with his life. Our entire family lost everything. Our properties, our standing, our power, our future. And I want to fix it. I wear black as a sign of shame for my family. I will not wear anything else until I regain the king's trust.
You sure you can accomplish that in one lifetime?
Worst comes worst, I'll die in black too. At least it is suited for the grave.
Kiinnostaisiko sinua liittyä tämän oikean True Kingin Venceslavin puolelle?
Not that I know many people from Dalmatia, but your name sounds more Hungarian.
And that is on purpose. The name Lachkovich is not exactly favoured at Sigismund's court, so I have learned to use the Hungarian variant.
How did you end up in Zacharias' service?
I used to serve several important courtiers. I must have made an impression on Master Zacharias because he requested my service specifically. King Sigismund readily agreed, and so it will be 2 years now that I've been serving him.
Oh, Christ!
Mikä täällä olisi käynyt? Ei varmaan tuolla ainakaan. Mä oon kaikki varmaan emptyä, kun mä kävin näissä. Helvetti, missä olisi köysi. Tässä on niinku ruumis, mikä on laitessa köyllä, mutta... Eikö täällä mitään? Near the building side. Ja Librado. Niin joo, eli noin pitää katsoa jostain. Joo, okei. No niin. Sitten ei ole varmaan tässä. Joo, ollaan saavutettu se piste, mistä tästä eteenpäin niin kaikki on mullekin ihan uutta. Eli edeltävässä nauhoituksessa olin aika lailla niin sanotusti speed-runasin tähän kohtaan. Eli en käynyt kiertellä, enkä käynyt nuski, enkä käynyt tutkia yhtään niin paljon, mitä kävin nyt. Mutta nyt ollaan saavutettu se kohta, että kaikki on tästä eteenpäin mullekin uutta. Eli ensi kerralla lähdetään etsimään noita aineksia, että saataisiin toi maski tehtyä ja katsotaan vähän muutenkin varmaan, että mitä tuolta löytyy ja katsotaan päästäänkö me sinne kellariin ja löytyykö sieltä jotain vastauksia tähän asiaan. Kiitos kaikille katsomista. Nähdään taas. Hei hei, hei hei, hei hei.